kept women in line to be good, dutiful mothers, daughters, sister women. Because
it's wild, dude. Like what? Oh, if I speak like a white conservative man, like I could just say like 1950s would have been great. Like what are you saying right now? Like you're not on the team, brother, especially not in the 1950s. You know what I mean? Please don't make fun of him, and I will not either.
Because unfortunately, most women don't come pre-assembled. Back in the 1950s, etc., we had religion, we had society shame, we had the fear of God, etc. All these things were training wheels that...
Yeah, this guy would have popped off in the 1950s. It's like, bro, do you think you would have had an easy going in the 1950s? Like, what are you saying right now? Like, what? Are you okay? Like, you're not on the team, brother, especially not in the 1950s. You know what I mean? 1950s, they were still shitting on Catholics back then. You know what I mean? They could not even comprehend what a black Muslim man, what that would look like, okay? Malcolm X had not invented Islam for black people yet, okay? The f do you mean? This guy is like, 1950s shit would have been so good for me in particular, okay?
And this is a component of the society.
It comes down to simply to this. Privilege is invisible to those that have it. And women don't understand that they're given their $1 million up front. I always use the differences of a woman is the equivalent to a trust fund baby, whereas a man is a self-made millionaire. And then what ends up happening is, and what I mean by that is that women get their value up front. When they turn 18 years old, they're effectively given access to $1 million, and it's up to them how they want to spend it. But then, you know, they're 30 years old, single at the bar, buying their own drinks, and then they say, what the hell, where did all the good men go? I always say women basically mature once to start to buy their own drinks at the bar. Okay?
And it's I want to make sure it's clear. We're not saying absolutely, but there is a social tendency.
In general, yes.
I mean, kudos to Tim saying that this is not every woman. It's just the majority of women who's have all their value from the age of 18 to 30. And it's like a trust fund. I guess they can sell off their youth. Is that what it is? They can cash in their youth.
So stupid.
By finding like a high value guy.
Youth credits.
But then when they get to 30, listen, I feel like if you're a parent of children who are like over the age of 8, you've experienced this, where you overhear a conversation between your kid and their friends. They can be 10-year-olds, they can be 15-year-olds, and you hear how sure they are of stuff and how completely wrong they are.
Yeah.
These guys are just...
It's true. Women tend to be communitarian. I think is that what you said, communitarian?
Yeah.
And men tend to be meritocratic.
Yeah, the idea of
the uterus is really communitarian.
First off, aside from like sort of these broad strokes of like men, the idea that
Also, women are from
communitarian and meritocracy are in opposition to each other in some fashion.
Right, yeah.
You know why men might be more meritocratic? Because they're in power. And so if you say that I'm here because of merit, like it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Even in Miami itself, like a lot of girls, they come to Miami thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to be taken care of. I'm going to be taken care of by sugar daddy, whatever, or just have a better job. But they realize it's not that easy. And then what do they turn to? OnlyFans. I can go online, sell my feet pictures, make 100K or 20K a month, and be chilling.
Women get mad at me when I say that women in general have more opportunities and
This is just general. Incidentally, we should just know, this is just generalizing. You know, generally what women do is they go down to Miami, think they're going to get taken care of or get a job, and then they just go to OnlyFans. Generally, that's what women do.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Generally, I can make 100,000 just selling
Not every woman, just generally.
I have remembered where I've seen these guys before, fresh and fit.
Warn guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me.
Just
Humor
women
me.
in general. Like, I mean,
Well, no, but no, don't woman in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here
This was all off-camera conversation.
that you did say that
That's true.
you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
you're not special. You're like other girls. That's the
I'm
key.
not special.
Like,
So-
you're like other women that are
So
like,
what makes you special then?
I never said I was.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel?
So the language gets a little bit too much for, I think, our show here.
What kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls. That's the
I'm
key.
not special.
Like,
So-
you're like other women that are
So
like,
what makes you special then?
I never said I was.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel? I mean, I know
Are we
everything.
talking-
I
are
know
we-
everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does that make you feel?
I mean, this is pretty good. It's like back foot immediately. Like that's just straight role reversal, and the dude is just owned, obliterated.
Because if I say you're a bitch ass nigga, that does something for me, right? If I insult you, or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable, what does that do for me? If I call you, if I just say that, again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it, right? That's how I feel, right? But
So if you've seen anything from these two dudes, like that is well warranted. It's really good. That's why it went fucking viral. Their clips get like a lot of play. The Fresh and Fit clips. I Googled it. That's his real name, and he used to be a federal agent officially, but I'm guessing he still is one with his content. Lol.
My name is Amber Fuddle. I was a former special agent of Homeland Security Investigations. I worked for the agency since 2010 as an intern. I did criminal investigations. I resigned from the job in 2020. I have nothing bad to say about my former employer. It was a fantastic career, but I had to take a chance.
Oh no. I can tell why he's got a lot of resentment and anger. As someone who also has a receding hairline, I see what's going on there. See? Instead of doing these haram things by shitting on women all day, every day, if you just took finasteride and read the Quran, okay, you would not be in the situation. This man was a Fed. Does he think that could have happened in the 1950s? Yes, but like on very specific occasions for infiltration purposes. And even then, it would not have worked. Like his lifestyle would not have been great. You know what I mean?
Kept women in line to be good, dutiful mothers, daughters, sister women. Because
it's wild, dude. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, this is the same energy as Ben Shapiro talking about like how rigid masculinity should be and what the boundaries of masculinity are while not fitting in said boundaries, right?
For talking about whales. And you're still a whale. Like, I can't.
See, here's the thing. When you like shit on women and reinforce, okay, this is additionally hilarious coming from her, because when you shit on women and reinforce the objectification of women, you open yourself up to a lot of that same exact criticism. Because what are you doing? You would live in a safer world if you just let go of this like weird standard that you yourself do not fit in, okay? You know, it's crazy. It's like Ben Shapiro being like, well, there's rigid male body standards, actually. Everyone fits by them, except for me, Ben Shapiro. Last time I tried to draw a beard on my face, it failed spectacularly. Is the same thing that the Fresh and Fit guy is doing right now. A lot of these people, I think at a certain point when they get like so invested in right-wing concepts that like they literally forget like what they look like. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, if I speak like a white conservative man, like I could just say like 1950s would have been great. Like it was so much better back then. Okay. Without realizing or without the audience realizing that like, hold up, 1950s, like, are you sure? You sure you'd be good? Yeah, he's got the Lego. He went to Turkey and got the Lego hair put on the top of his dome after too many people made fun of him for being bald. Oh, I saw this. This is pretty funny. I mean, Tim isn't even bald, Lamau. Nice lie, though. This dude acts like he's too. Oh, this dude acts like he's too strong-willed to wear a mask. Meanwhile, society's opinion on male pattern baldness has strong-armed him into wearing his beanie 24 hours a day. What a fucking line, dude. What a goddamn line from Prank Stallone. Tim Pool is bald. I'm gonna take your hat when I see you, and you are not getting it back, says Millennial Matt. Are you being serious, or is that a joke?
I'm looking for Tim Pool. Have you seen him? I don't even know who that is. Is Tim Pool around here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to steal his hat. It's a moment of truth.
Are the arbiters of what is definition of the word big. And you!
There's a clip of it. You literally took his hat and he's bald under there. Chat, that's not me. You think that's me taking his hat? That's not me, chatter. That's some other guy. One, I never want to touch his fucking crusty ass beanie. Okay. I mean, he kind of looks like a combination me and Nick Mullen a little bit, but it's not either of us. Would you though? Would I take Tim Pool's beanie? Absolutely not. Do you think I want to be permanently blind?